All right, y'all, we are playing with, for sure, my favorite deck in the format. It's not close. Maybe not favorite as in this is the deck that I totally think is going to be the best, but it is not the deck where I think, hey, this is a bad deck. You know, I think this deck has some extreme power, and I'm trying some different stuff. I'm trying Seam Rip over Torch the Tower, and instead of the gigantic summons, the Bahamut, the what's the other one? Knights of the Round, those kind of unplayably expensive cards that are only good with Yuna. I'm just doing the Overlords. Just see if the Overlords on their own are good enough to be able to take advantage of the game. And see if they're just good enough without having to go way over the top with those powerful summons, which you just realistically can't cast that well. Outside of that, you know, a card I've just been impressed with, Esper Origins. This card I went from thinking is unplayable to like, all right, not bad, to, okay, I think this card is insanely good. Kind of does everything you want in this deck. Outside of that, our only new card is Seam Rip. So every time we draw Seam Rip, we're going to think to ourselves, how good is this in comparison to Torch the Tower? Because that's the slot it's in. And that's the thing, is Torch the Tower is also an incredibly good Magic card. So, I don't know. I could see it going either way, and there'll be certain matchups where either is better. The one thing I like is VV Cauldron. This is a deck where, let it rip. Yes, absolutely. Let it RIP. I should probably be playing Rest in Peace in this deck now that you say that. I guess it does shut down our game plan, so yeah, never mind. I'll ignore that thought. But we'll see. This could be good. It could be terrible. But you also get it back with Yuna, which can help. You can get it back with Terra. You know, you can flip this over and you can get this. It has a lot of synergies where Torch the Tower doesn't, but I do think Torch the Tower is a better card. So we'll see what the trade-off is here. Okay, I mean, this hand is just completely and utterly sexy, so we'll be keeping it. It does the things. It puts good old Overlord of the Bee to the yard for Yuna to bring back. Y'all, I love playing this deck. I love it. It is the most fun you can play while playing Standard Magic right now. So there is another thought to discarding this, but you really want to get this into the yard. And if I have to go Esper Origins into Esper Origins next turn, that's totally fine. This is a cake. This should be a good matchup, I would think. I don't know, though. I'm almost assuredly getting Delirium here. So, which one would we rather do first? I suppose it's better to play Commercial District and almost surveil anything into the yard and then be a little bit more, you know, conservative on our choices for this one. I don't know. I don't know which one's correct to do. It probably doesn't matter a lot, but I think this is the correct order. Yeah, this doesn't help out our Delirium, but this just isn't a card I want. So we're going to get a sorcery added, so we just need one thing. Sorcery and land, so we are delirious. So I do want the land, I think, as this locks us up for Yuna. And a couple attacks here. Bang. One more. All right, now we'll drop an Overlord or the Esper Origins. So it could easily be a day or a split up next turn. Either way, it makes sense to attack first, I would imagine. Well, Seam Rip, much worse against Enduring Innocence. That's example number one if we were to have drawn the card. All right, let's get our Origins going. I don't want the land. I'm fine with the Insight, though. I'll take that. All right, then next turn we do some Yuna things. We can Yuna and Dredger's Insight. Yeah, they get everything. They're behind on every magic. I guess not the land, but okay. So Dredger's Insight to start. Okay, Red Overlord seems like the only play here to bring back. I could see bringing back the Green Overlord, actually. Just get mana ahead, because they are probably going to Wrath away Yuna. Okay. I could just play the Overlord. That feels a little less than exciting. I mean, forcing them to have the Wrath here seems fine. As we're just going to have Haymakers here for days. That is true, Fear, I would think. But also, Delirium isn't like the #1 thing this deck needs. It's always a bonus. Okay, that's not so bad. All right. Probably just a Green Overlord. Try to get a mana advantage. I mean, we just want to drop Haymakers every turn, and we can do that. Haymakers. Big things. This is a deck that can just outcard advantage us, though, too, you know? They definitely can do that. Okay, so they could sack the cake to get a counter. And then that would kill this. But if I Seam Rip, they can't do that. And then I could just Overlord to their dome. Red Overlord. That seems fine to me. Okay. Torch the tower would have been better here, but I think we can all agree Torch is better in this matchup. Maybe I'm supposed to just Esper Origins twice here too, get some card advantage. Instead of Overlording. Alright, I'll do that. Okay. Now I could FOMO, discard another Esper Origins. That seems reasonable. That's a pretty wrathable board. Yeah, just force them to Wrath every turn, you know? Yeah, agreed, Fate. Alright. Every turn, we're going to be putting a ton of power into play, but they can, for real, deal with it. Like, this is a deck that can definitely do it when they get stuff like this going. Okay, looks like no Wrath this turn, which is good. I mean, if I were them, I think I'd just say go, block, and then sack a token, but that seems reasonable as well. They just want to not die, I guess. Okay. Well, Could Esper Origins to start. Do we have any more sorceries, or does that take us off Delirium? I believe it does. So, creature, enchantment, land, sorcery. So I'd want to play a creature first. I mean, our battlefield is already pretty wrathable. Maybe this is Red Overlord territory. All right. Boom. Let's untap this one. Yeah, I think a Wrath is pretty imminent. So I probably should not overextend anymore, believe it or not. Yeah. All right, here we go. Wrath is pretty forced here. We are running out of steam, though. I do not feel great about this game. Which would maybe lead me to believe this matchup is not good. Okay, that's not bad. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's start with this. I actually want this land. So that was pretty good. All right, force the Wrath again. Now we have a get lost to either kill the Overlord or the talent. I mean, Overlord will rip me apart. No matter what, if they have a Wrath, it's going to be good. I think I just have to kill Overlord here. As sad as it is. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, it's tough for this deck to push through against this mono white deck. I was thinking this is going to be a really good matchup, but I actually don't think that's the case. All creatures and spacecrafts, huh? All right. Do I get lost now? Probably not, because then they get a token, huh? I want them to... And then they draw a card. And they're going to be able to draw a card next turn. Okay, so... I guess I just got to do all the things. Here's that. Hey, Vladimus, what's up? How are you? All right. Play a FOMO, get that free card. I mean, how many Wraths are they playing is really the question here. Let's go with Avatar. I hope they're out. 1, 2, I mean 3 Wraths so far. That's a good sign that they're out. I still feel in a bad spot, y'all. Believe it or not. I mean, we got a lot of Yunas left in the deck. You sure have, Roxas. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the sub, buddy. Thank you for the 10 months. Okay. It's only our first game, though, so you missed nothing. Yeah, at this point, they don't need Wrath anymore. I agree. Well, let's start trying to find Yuna or something. I don't know. I feel like we're GG'd. And I blame Chris. We played Mono Green, and then we played Gruul. And we went 2-1 with Mono Green, and we went 3-0 with Gruul. Okay. Guess we'll keep that one. Well. We can hit and cast anything we hit. Yikes. All right, we can still hit like Yuna off this. We hit Yuna, all right. Oh, did I already play a land? Son of a... Oh, that's not good. I mean, I don't think I could win this game even if I did play a land, but whatever. I guess unless I can flip Terra and that does something cool. Yep. We're very close to the scoop territory. They're still at 22. Yeah, honestly, I can't even win. I just don't have anything in my deck that can get it done anymore, you know? All right. Well, what can we do against a sweeper? Nothing? Okay, great. I mean, that's great. I wish I had more of those. Exercise seems excellent. Seam Rip is completely unplayable. I think I like all my top end. Dredger's Insight is also medium. It's just what else would I want? Clarion Conqueror to shut down their fountain ports. Is that how that works? No. Doesn't shut down their fountain ports. It shuts down this. Artifacts. Guess it doesn't shut down a lot. It shuts down that. Not amazing. Day Judgment match their energy. I don't love that idea. The real question is, do I want to get rid of Dredger's Insights for Get Loss? I mean, if they have cards like this, and I mean these, yeah, I probably do want to max that out. Do I want Clarion Conqueror? Not amazing by any means. I think 2 Dredger's Insights is better than that. Doesn't shut down enough. All right, well, that was a beating. That was not close. That game was not close at any point. Even though we had, like, a good draw. And that's what scares me about this matchup. All right, we'll keep. That scares me deeply. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Okay, well, I'm going to keep Yuna. The namesake. Find some more lands. Don't need another exercise as good as that card is. It's a cake. What a FOMO. Okay. Well. Not great. Get that out of there. Love that. Love that. All right. Yuna, not looking good right now. Okay, we can at least deal with that as well. Or we deal 4 damage upstairs. Exercise. Keep their enchantments off the battlefield and their deck looks a lot more fair. Even though that's not mana efficient here. Come on, Yuna. Maybe Roxas. The one thing it cannot beat is a Cauldron to save its life. As I feast on that matchup when I'm on the Cauldron side. So I think that makes it not great. Okay, that also is not bad. All defense, huh? Well, not great. I guess I kill one of those. If I put it to 3, yeah, let's do that. That way, no matter what, pretty much, we'll be able to kill it. Yeah, it just doesn't matter, Fear Fate. It's not that big of a loss. They still have Draconautics Engineer, or they just play removal and go to the next turn and kill you that way. The fling is not the biggest deal. Unfortunately, don't get me wrong. Okay, that's going to get my Wrath. Well, they left that on top, so they're going to be able to kill my Overlord. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Get that out of there. Say go. Yuna's not doing the best job this game, I'll tell you that. Not great when your opponent exiles everything instead of killing it. I've been breaking my back, just keeping up with the Joneses. Y'all know what I mean. This looks like a Wrath of God special to me. Just in case it isn't. Might as well soak up the most damage. I mean, their draw is much more tame now without the card draw abilities. So maybe we're doing okay. All right, a dry Yuna, a sad, sad Yuna. That's okay, Yuna. So sad. Okay. Happier. Yuna's getting a little happier. Still feeling good. Let's get this out of there. Just gonna attack. I don't think I'm even gonna play FOMO. I don't want to discard any of these cards. Overlord's coming off, so they still have to Wrath again. And now if they Wrath, then Yuna Part 2 Electric Boogaloo gets to shine. If at first you don't succeed while summoning, summon again. They could have Get Lost still, but whatever. We'll be NBA jamming. Human. Uncounterable Yuna. No double mana tithe. No. No. What a jerk. Alright, we're still ahead, but this is getting annoying. My summoner. 5 mana, so I can do one of these. Yeah, I'll cook with that one. Bang! Alright, destroy the enchantments. Save the cheerleader, save the world, it looks like. If they lose the enchantments, their deck looks very mid. Thanks, Nerdy Steve, thanks. They look to be dead. They look to be perished. But let's make sure. All right, let's get Terra. You know, I got range, Roxas. I got range, okay? All right, so I want to go to combat. Upstairs. Here's one on this. Now you have to deal with 2 creatures with your 1 card. Okay. I know, we all are, unfortunately. Some of us older than others. Me, old man. Okay, that was a good recipe for success. So I'm going to change exactly nothing. Yeah, I think that was good. And I think I still like Esper Origins over Dredger's Insight, but it's close. Maybe Terra's not that good. I mean, if Terra flips, does some good things, but how often is Terra actually flipping? Ah, whatever. Get Lost. I mean, Get Lost is in my deck, so I don't think it rotated, but I'm also bad at that stuff. I'll just play with what's given to me, you know? Okay. Well, I mean, we have 3 guild gates, but we're still going to keep. Now you're walking over me. Guess this one to start. I mean, I do want to land. This is getting a little ridiculous, though. I probably don't want this. I think I can do better. I can still destroy their enduring whatever on turn 3. Maybe. Curiosity or the other thing is very good now because they get to trigger it right away, which is a tilt. But playing the FOMO doesn't actually do that much, so I think we just do this and we be sad about it. I think I'm going to keep it. I think this is just the way I win. Daydream, now you're watching over me. Yeah, if you're just sacking a token to Fountain Port, that's fine. I mean, this combo is why white got a supercharged. Being able to trigger one of these things on turn 3, the turn you play it, is so nice. Alright, here's this. Spice. Dang it. Okay, so I still probably FOMO here. And discard the Overlord to try to get Yuna. Or Dredger's Insight to try to get Yuna and a hit. That feels worse. That does feel worse. No matter what, this gets to connect again. Yeah. I want Yuna to be good if I find her. I'm going to even make them think I have it. It does take away from my Overlord a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to take away from my spell. It's just no point. All right. Stop playing talents and curiosities. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Damn it! That's way too good. Ugh. Alright. Maybe Elspeth will do some work here, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, I think we're screwed. I did not expect Rest in Peace either. Yeah, if they don't have Get Lost, we have a chance. If not, we are lost. With mana value 3 or greater. Well, guess that does take this out, and it's Rest in Peace. Then I lose Elspeth, though. I mean, it's not for sure not worth it. I think the upside of this working, I think it's worth the risk. AKA them not having Get Lost. Uh-oh. I mean, that doesn't actually kill Elspeth, right? Because these mobilize on the ground. Oh, but they mobilize... Oh, yeah. Son of a biatch. They mobilize 4 of them. I hate everything. And now we can't attack back and kill them? Alright. This game has not went well. If this isn't the nuts, I don't know what is. Oh, wow. These don't work either, do they? Do either of these work? Oh, no. Of course they don't. Well, y'all, I believe we are going to lose. Oh, no. Oh. It does work. Okay, that's good. Still probably going to lose, but... I guess I had to do that in the other order then? Yeah, I sure did. Oh, I don't even gain the life of it anyways, so then I died to flying. So I'm just dead on board. 5, 6, 7... 8, 9... So I'm dead unless I leave 2 creatures back. And now I go to 1 and can still probably never possibly win. All right. We got wrecked. That matchup didn't feel good, y'all. That matchup does not feel good. They really did draw phenomenally, though, I must say. These just... Oh, no, they activated again. I was like, does that just keep flying? All right. GG. GG, opponent. Not close, not close. All right, not a good start with Yuna. We'll keep fighting the good fight, though. We did fail up, though. We went to the 1800s from the percentages. It's strange. Let's go first. Yeah, this hand looks great. Hand looks excellent. Come on, give us a mid-range deck. Either of the two decks we've already played today. Let me play against those. Let Yuna cook. Yes. I love putting stuff into the yard early and finding Yuna late. Temple of Epiphany. Okay. I think I will do this and discard Esper Origin so I don't have to cast the front side. Dimir Mitt? Yeah, it's a fine deck. It's definitely a fine deck. Nothing crazy. There's a lot of viability here this early on in the format, you know? Things will start to narrow after the first couple big formats on the weekend, but for now, it's kind of the wild, wild west. All right, we'll impend this first, as if it gets countered. I guess it wouldn't up our Delirium count anyways, but whatever. All right, now if we top deck Yuna, they are completely wrecked. And if not, Esper Origin is just a great play. Oh yeah, it's the deck I would play, and in fact, it'll be our next deck, and it's still incredibly powerful. Believe it or not. All right, so I can almost for sure get Delirium with this, or I can play this. Yeah, I think being mana efficient here and playing these two seems better than Origins. Okay, we cooking. I'll take this. All right, let's attack for 2, or attack for 4, I should say. Yeah, I don't think it truly matters that much, Fabi. Well, hi, little cutie. How are you? Are you getting ready to go to bed? You want to be a streamer, baby? You want to be a streamer, baby? All right, are you going to help Dad out? Are you going to help Dad out? All right, click this one, okay? Click right. Yeah, click those buttons. Good job, Mallory. Good job. Can you say hi, everybody?
Can you wave?
Can you say hi? Say hello. All right, Mal, what if you see some crocodiles? Don't forget to scream. Good job. Good job. Yay, go, Mallory. Did you have a good bath? Did you have a good bath? Yes. Yes, you did. You did have a bath. Good job, little babes. Woo! You want to click buttons? Yeah, we don't know what happened. You might end the stream. Who knows? It'll be a wild card. Yeah, get that one. Yes, good job. Good job. I love you, little one. Yes, yes. Yes, you want to stand up? Roar! Whoa!
Okay, say goodnight, Dad.
Say goodnight. We love you. Can you say goodnight, everyone? Can you wave?
Can you blow a kiss?
Can you blow a kiss? Say goodbye? Good job. There's people living in that camera up there. So if you can wave goodbye to them. Okay? Bye-bye. All right, Dad's got to play, but we love you.
Blow Daddy a kiss.
Whoa, you can't push the green screen. She's definitely my daughter. Just comes down here and wants to just create chaos. That's my girl. Boo! Wait, did you scare me? Boo! Ah! Don't scare me. Ah! Boo! You scared me. Good job. Good job.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Love you.
You bonk heads.
We bonked, yeah. She's a year and a half now. All right, sorry about that, y'all. But she's so cute. We can't be too mad at her. Okay. Well, all of a sudden, I'm facing down a VV, and I'm scared. I feel like if I attack, they're not blocking. What could I hit on top? All right, we'll start with this. We'll take this. I'm going to try to give this another combat. All right, it was worth a shot. Okay, so then I can't do anything else, and we'll say go. Oh, do not attack again. That would not work out well. Okay. Yeah, all of a sudden, I'm not in the greatest of spot. Vivi's always scary. But it's much less scary from this version. You know, like, it's just a mana advantage. And we're going to start dropping Haymaker after Haymaker, so it's not the scariest thing. But in Cauldron deck, you're just dead, you know? Here, you're only kind of dead. How aggressive do they want to get? Okay, so they have something. I could take 9. Or I could double block and get blown out in some way. Yeah, I mean, my blocks just are not great. The only reason they'd be attacking like this and not have it is because Vivi cannot die. So maybe it's worth a double block. And just trade here. But then bouncing it is quite good. All right, I am going to double block here. Torch and the other thing do things, but I think that's the wrong one to bounce, but whatever. Either way, I'm pretty screwed. All right. Well, I guess I just overlord them until morale improves. All right. Here you go. Turns to an August. Nice, man. Yeah, same personality as far as just wreaking havoc. Sounds about right. Ooh, I do love that card. Any deck with a Roaring Furnace, I'm kind of rooting for. 4 damage, huh? Nice. 6/9 VV. Yeah, maybe this deck sucks, y'all. I want it to be good, but man. You have draws like this where it's just like, you're not really interacting in the same axes as them. It melts away. Maybe I just get so jealous when my opponents play Roaring Furnaces because I love the card so much. It is kind of like Domain for sure. Oh, this would be a deck that would love Up the Beanstalk. My goodness. I guess I'm dead, huh? Wasn't I dead? I sure was. But instead, I'm not. Instead, I'm not dead this second. Couldn't they have just brought back a bounce spell, killed me? Our opponent's not even playing well, and they're crushing us. Gotta love it. Yeah, ain't that the truth, Ross? Ain't that the truth? All right, so I could do something like double Esper Origins. And then, you know, what the hell am I actually accomplishing? I guess the other thing is I could Esper Origins into Seam Rip. Yeah, I think that's my out, actually. God, then I can't cast the other 4-drop, though. Yeah, so I'm still probably dead. I do want a Yuna. Can I survive if I get Yuna? and just put 2 more bodies into play. 3 bodies. They can bounce 1 of them. Yeah, I mean, technically. Sure. It's running out of time. I maybe should have did 2 FOMOs, but whatever. Here we are. We'll live with this. I think it's better, but I think they're both reasonable. They're both going to be good tier 1 decks. But I think Cauldron is like a true combo deck. And feels like a modern deck. Or at least a pioneer deck. And the Prowess deck is a good standard mid-range deck. But needless to say, this card is in my 75 of the deck that I would be playing. If I had to submit a tournament right now. Alright, this is going fine. This is going fine. Do 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 ba na 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 na. If they have me dead, they probably get that. If they don't, they get stock up. Yeah, I think they can figure this one out now, y'all. I don't know if they've activated both of them. I kind of stopped paying attention, but I'm actually just dead to just that. Nice. Nice, okay. Maybe we'll win a game with this. Oh, I guess we won 1. Oh, never mind. We're cooking. Okay, how do we kill Vivi? Get lost. This version doesn't play a lot of cauldrons, but it's still probably fine to have an Abrade. Seamrip doesn't seem good against them. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same about Conqueror. I'm probably going to bring it in, but not amazing. Yeah, YOLO. We'll do that. All right, before we get into it, y'all, big shout out to one of our sponsors here. Shout out to Heavy Play. If you are interested in checking out any of these fine products you see behind me, you can use that promo code CoreyB. Save yourself a 10% off. They got some new master artwork playmats. That's maybe not the correct branding, but they're gorgeous. Go to their website, check out the blue one. It's by far my favorite, if you're interested. HeavyPlay.com to check that goods out, and let's battle. It makes sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets done. So much to do, so much to see. Okay, I mean, this hand's good. This hand is good. Every hand looks good, and then they just haven't been playing out very well. All right. It's always the case. Do you discard the Esper Origins or the Overlord? I think it's the Origins. I think the curve of this into this into this is just too good. God dang it. Roaring Furnace always looks amazing. This card's so good. Let the furnace cook. I hate you, Vivi. I hate you. Okay, well, we're probably dead. Let's go with Avatar. All right, maybe not. That was just about the perfect, I guess. All right, they can't activate that. Okay, I mean, they're probably dead. Unless they have land into the Flood Maw or something. Because we're about to do some nastiness. Okay, something's going right for us, y'all. Something's finally going right. Block or don't. Your Vivi's dead. All right, well, some games look like that, you know. Okay, on the draw. I almost want to bring in exercise on the draw. Vivi does get there, you know. It's just an answer for Vivi eventually. This also is mid. What if the Green Overlord is also quite bad. All right. Let's get rid of that for 3 exercise and we'll give it a shot. Kill Vivi and like what does their deck truly do? Against Cauldron, like you deal with their Vivi and well now it's actually a bigger problem because now they get to bring it back from the yard, you know? Or they get to Cauldron it, I should say, but it is gone, only shooting stars break the mow. All right, good enough. Yeah, exactly. Kill 1 VVD and they've multiplied. All right, if we have a piece of removal, I feel good about this game. But that we do not have at the moment. Okay, I don't care about that. For now. All right. Now we can go Terra. Or just another FOMO. Vivi! Vivi! Okay. That's very mild. If we top deck a giant creature, I'll play FOMO. If we don't, it's Terra time. That is indeed a giant creature. I guess am I still going to be true to what I said? I mean, it seems good. Terra might give me Delirium, but yeah, maybe that's not that amazing. Not this time, Ross. I told nothing but the truth. And here we go. Okay, well. Don't think I want either of those. Or I want both of those. One of those two. So they're almost assuredly going to get big enough next turn where I might want to actually kill those. Delirium doesn't matter. All right. Because if I don't get the Lush Portico, then I just reveal that. There's no point, you know, so You kind of want to keep both. All right. Make them large, but don't kill me with them. Okay, is that too much to ask? Okay, chill. Chill. Let's just all calm down. I mean, blocking doesn't seem like it's going to go great for me. So, yeah, no blocks. Okay, well, I guess I start by playing Yuna. Or I exercise first. Yeah, I suppose I exercise first. Die, Vivi. All right, Yuna gonna do some stuff, I'll tell you that. We got a game. We got a game. We've summoned up ourselves a game. That doesn't matter without Vivi. And like, you just think, like, this deck plays one Cauldron. What the hell is wrong with them, you know? Collectively, as a deck. Like, Cauldron would just be insane right now. Shut your eyes. Cut any 3 cards. Add Cauldron. And move on, you know? Nah, just kidding. I mean, Cauldron's not as good in their deck, but it's still just such an overpowered card compared to Standard right now. What in the hell? Do they have Trample? Is there something that gives Trample that I'm not remembering? Is there something that gives Trample? Cut 3V. All right, smart ass. Yeah, that's fair. Dreadmaw's Ire? Well, I don't know what that is. Is that a played card? Like, what punishes me if I go like this? Do I lose the game to something? When the 63 card special is probably better in stock. Yeah, if you add the good cards, Chris, I'm with you. What do I get punished for here? I don't know. Like an Abrade on the Overlord, I guess? I mean, I guess that's probably true. What if I just go like that? Then they could buy back that and into the Flood Mommy? I don't know. Whatever. Just kill me. Defeat? Okay. Okay. Well, for sure, FOMO to discard Overlord. That's a given. Oh shit, I have to kill this, don't I? Okay. And I could gain 2, take 2. Or I could, yeah, all right. That the past is real. I mean, I guess. Oh, no, this is just the scry, so this is fine. For sure, Yuna. Trample flying, I don't care about that. Because you're drowning in the waters. Yeah, we'll play as defensive as possible. Damn my heart open. Yeah, I think so. I think so, Atheist God, yeah. Now they feel like they're in a rough spot. Yeah, play around more Lynxes. That's the only thing that kills me here. Admittedly, I forgot Lynx was even a real card, but... Chris, you've been playing some blue-white control? I feel like we both have that... enjoying that deck in common. I was saying I was going to be playing blue-white control for the tournament that you took second with. And everyone was just like, oh, okay, that sounds fun. I was like, no, the deck's good, I swear. All right, so we got that one at least. You know, 2 tough, long matches. The deck just feels so close to being good. You know, maybe with a couple changes, this deck could be good enough. Maybe the Overlord plan is not as good as the Bahamut and stuff like that. I did feel like I needed something more over the top against mono white, but yeah. But I don't know. This is a deck where my heart wants it, but my head just keeps telling me to cook with Cauldron. But we'll see. If you're watching this on YouTube, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment below as well as share this video. Hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate all that. And we'll see you in the next video.